Hi guys, it's me, Kat. This is HandyRU. Hope everybody's doing really well today. Well, I thought I would let you know what I got from the Biden news conference that was on the 13th. And it was about the bank failures. At the time, there were only 2 in the United States. Now there's more. So I was all excited. I don't know about you. I wanted to go because I'm weird. But I think most of you know that the good guys have control of the banking system and the money. Our monetary situation is under control. So it's not really that weird to be excited and happy. So this was on the 13th of March, and whoever came in and did what I called the elder hustle, like a little, walking like kind of fast and not quite managing it up to the podium. And so I decided to decode my phrase, Biden elder hustle. And in simple gematria, it was 182 and equals, listen carefully, like listen to what he's saying and decode it, right? And hidden in plain sight, because it was always somebody else, right? Because he's been long gone. So I thought that was kind of fun, because we talk like that too. We speak in Gematria and we don't even know we're doing it. Okay, so the news conference. So I won't go into, well, I was going to do it word phrase by phrase, but that would take a really, really long time. So I've got it, a few things picked out here and there. And let's see. Yeah, he's talked about the fake jobs he created. And that's created, makes me think of creator, right? Because that's who we're talking about here. Let's see. Oh, we've created is 1808 in Jewish gematria, and it equals illusion. And silver goes through the roof. And coming soon to a city near you, like the bank collapses and then the silver, new age begins. So that was an encouraging one. And now we got to keep the program, this progress going. Like, keep the ball rolling, man. Got to get those banks out of here and everything's going to be good. So yeah, let's see. Oh, and another one that matches we created is, now I trust him and I feel safe. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is even better. Violent movies matches we've created. And it equals caw, caw. And I've been saying that Alfred Hitchcock is alive and directing some of our movies, at least some. And I think that we might even see some, like The Birds. If you haven't seen that old movie, The Birds, from the mid-60s, go look at it on YouTube. It's quite a scary movie. So anyway, violent movies comes up to match we created. And caw, caw. I can't do it again. Okay, then new age, okay, yeah, sorry. In simple gematria, okay, we created. It's 111, it equals the start, right? $, monetary, clockwork. It's going like clockwork. Biden true ID and dead Kennedys matches. Anyway, really funny. I got a lot of matches all through here. I might as well just tell you now that Diana could have been the Biden at the press conference on the SVB bank. So I decided to try. You know how I am with questions in gematrix.org. Was Diana Biden on March 13th? So that's what I put in there. And shot heard around the world. And this is Jewish, Hebrew, gematria. First lady of the Great Tribulation. I am his best friend, lover, wife. Name is Jill, and you know it, because that would be Biden's wife, right? Yeah, man, woman, whatever. I am his best friend, lover, wife. Name is Jill, and you know it. What is my soulmate's name? Divide, it didn't say divided. Divide we fall. AE, and don't ask me why AE is in here, but it is. AE, Jennifer is alive again. We have Jennifer from the Jennifer Mack, who is Diana, and likely Jackie plays her sometimes when Jennifer looks a little bit shorter, not really short, just a little bit. Let's see. The Holy Spirit speaks through me. And you can think of Diana as the Holy Spirit because everyone thinks she's gone. And the kicker is Project Jennifer matches. So that's why I think it was Princess Diana doing the Biden. Who knows? I could be wrong. President Trump corrected me, you know. I put out a community post a couple of weeks ago, I think. I thought it was Diana at CPAC, you know, playing President Trump, and I was wrong, and he corrected me. So maybe I'll get to that next. I don't know. It was really funny. And I was grateful because I don't want to be wrong. So if I'm wrong about this, somebody tell me. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. And so I pulled the video down that I was uploading, and that's why I didn't have as many videos this last time. It was already in the process of uploading, and I pulled it down. And I had asked President Trump and all the guys that I talk about, I said, you know, if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm wrong about stuff, will you please tell me? And I got told. It's so cool. So, okay, so we had Project Jennifer. And then in simple gematria, the same thing. It's 276 and was Diana Biden, March 13th. And can't take my eyes off of you, but you look fat, skinny. I don't know, is that a phrase, fat, skinny? But you look fat, skinny. Is that how you're supposed to say it? The rise of the divine feminine. Jennifer Lopez was born a man, so we have Jennifer in there. And Jesus returns as a woman is on here. She males love muscular men, like a she male. She males love muscular men. And what the F, you know what, did you do to me, matches? And I swear he never shuts up, matches. So to me, it sounds like it's probably at least a woman. You know, let's see. Elementary, my dear Watson, comes up from Sherlock Holmes, which, you know, Greg Waglin. Hi, Greg. We know who you are. Let's see. And that's Magpie Radio. You should listen to that. Okay. So Diana, and then okay. Yeah. How did I phrase it before? I said, was Diana Biden, March 13th. That's what we just did. Then I'm trying to get it narrowed down. You know, am I right or not? Diana on March 13th. I just tried that. In Jewish, it's 722. It equals copy that, like you understand, right? Copy that, like he's a copy. Daughter of Father God. The Queen reigns again. I am the creator goddess. Jackpot 3 times in a row. Say jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. And unmarried mother matches. So I don't think they're married yet. And another one that was really cool that matched was President Ronald Reagan. Now, I think we're going to see President Reagan, but I didn't get much in here in my decoding of this episode, you know, that made me think it could have been President Reagan in there. But I can't wait to see him. Hi, President Reagan. So, you know, if you guys have worked on President Reagan at all, let me know in the comments. Like, have you worked on his name or anything else to see what you think is going on? That'd be great. Let's see. So in simple gematria, the same question, Diana on March 13th is bigger than you can imagine. The best is yet to come. You'll be very happy. And that's 3 President Trump phrases. Like, we're in this together. In this suit together. Let's see. Let's see. Jennifer, Joanna, Aniston. So we have a Jennifer in there, who's, like I always say, is Diana. The best Kennedy to come, meaning she'll become a Kennedy, right? At least that's how I'm thinking of it today. I mean, in the past, I was like, oh yeah, they're married. Then I was like, no, they're not married. Today, I'm saying they're not married. Let's see. The Venus frequency, like men are from Mars, women are from Venus and all that. Or, yeah, something like that. It's a book from the 70s. Let's see. So he came on live just after 9 that morning. And he was talking about that Silicon Valley Bank. I don't think I said that yet. And at the time, it was the 2nd biggest bank failure. Maybe by the time you see this, there will be a bigger one. Let's see. Oh, here are some phrases that he said during this little press conference. And just listen to it. Okay. We'll be safe. Breathe easier. Problems of the banks. Problems of the banks. I instructed my team to act quickly. They've done that. Okay, to me, it's like, you'll be safe. Breathe easier. Don't worry. Everything's all right. The breathing and all that makes me think of the fake chemical attacks. And took control. They're taking control of everything that you're going to be seeing in the future. Taken action. Rest assured, like, don't worry when you see all these things that are fake that are happening. Let's see. No losses. Like, you'll see all kinds of people. It looks like, I think it's going to look like everybody's dead except us. Like, I don't mean just, like, there's a song, Simon and Garfunkel's song, and it's called My Little Town. I heard it the other day, and it's kind of a depressing song. And he's talking about what things could look like when we see all these false things happening. And it's called My Little Town, and talking about the factories are shut down. And basically that in his little town, there's only them left. There's only a few people left, and that people are dying. Just listen to that song, My Little Town, on YouTube. Simon and Garfunkel. Okay. Let's see. No losses. So, like I said, no losses. It will look like everybody's towns are obliterated, flattened. People are dead in the street, and it's all like a film. It's all a movie. So, no losses is what that's referring to. The management will be fired, and will be fired. You can look at it as like missiles will be fired, but everything's okay. No losses. Taken over. That's how capitalism works. I have that in here somewhere. That decode on, that's how capitalism works. Held accountable. No one is above the law. You could be talking about the personality of the Biden. No one is above the law. Dodd-Frank law. Now, hearing law a couple of times in a row also makes me think of we're not under grace. Like I always say, we're under the laws of God, because Jesus didn't die. They all got him out of there. Strengthen the rules for the banks. Americans rest assured. Take a look at the broader context. Like, look at the big picture of what he's saying. That's what we're doing. Let's see. Protecting 3 times, because we will be protected. Let's see. Ripple effect. That, to me, that was like a crypto reference. Then he took questions, and they cut the thing off, so you couldn't hear anymore. Let's see. Where did we start? Okay. SVB, initials of the bank. in Jewish, it's 792. Pearl Harbor Day, I think it's because it's the beginning, you know, like of all the stuff, because Pearl Harbor Day started a war, right? And this will kind of advance to looking like a war. Make believe. So SVB equals make believe. And then in simple gematria equals plan, false panic, make believe, cast. He lied. Diana with two N's, you know, which is always a twin reference when I see Diana with two N's. Joe M, remember Joe Massapose, who, that's a whole decode on its own, his name. And that's Junior, you know, as Joseph Patrick, right? He's Joe. And he took that name Massapose, and I won't get into that, and he did the Q Plan to Save the World and the other ones that he did. Okay, now we did the initials, the abbreviation for the bank. Now it's Silicon Valley Bank is in Hebrew, Jewish. It's 1420. The week to remember. The world is a stage. The shelves are clear. Like everything just disappears, you know, especially when the banks close and all that, when it really hits the fan. Tippy top shape. So there you have it. It really, everything's all right. Remember President Trump said that? Because he was answering somebody on the boards. 8chan or 4chan, I can't remember which one. And tippy top shape. Let's see. Okay, and simple, 186, Silicon Valley Bank. Then come the nukes. Big earthquake coming. Water runs dry. Grants wishes, debt to be wiped out. And how to win the game, right? So grants wishes and what debt to be wiped out matches Silicon Valley Bank. Isn't that cool? I know everybody's waiting. I know. We're all waiting. And I know some of you are having a very hard time. We're having a kind of hard time, but in a different way. And I know it's very difficult, but you know what? We're going to get through it. We are. We really are. Okay. Before let's see. I don't remember why I said that. Oh, I know. He said, before I leave for California, and you know how I do everything in phrases. So before I is Jewish is 157, and it's hint, come clean, females, see I'm changing, like the letter C, see I'm changing. I am a girl, alpha female, a false flappy thing, FLAG, and banks dead. Okay, that matches. Final lap. So getting there. We're getting there. So a bunch of comms about, you know, being a female again. Okay. Before I and simple. ID the chief. Like the commander-in-chief. Jokes and con man. And she is. And then he said, a few times, I think. I'm not sure. I didn't write that part down. But besides equaling dad, it equals ha. Like, ha, ha, ha. Juan says that a lot. He'll laugh, you know, like, oh, ha, 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 ha. You can count them. It'll mean something. Leave for California is Jewish 1086. Equals Federal Reserve. Holy Royal Jean, another Diana reference. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. End of war, World War II. Because it will look like World War II. Well, it'll look like World War III or 4 or whatever number we're on. Leave for California is simple 172, the biggest secret, hidden in plain sight. I am the female Jesus. The lady is a tramp because of the Garden of Eden and all that. That was bad. John Kennedy. And it's two Johns, and I never think of him as John Kennedy because that's not the way we're supposed to look at it. We're supposed to look at it as two Johns, President Kennedy and Jr. Oh, and it equaled cure cancer on Earth. Yeah, like that. And he didn't say I want to, he said I wanna. And it was, Hebrew is 991, and it's Carolyn Bessette. And Diana always played Carolyn Bessette. So that's who Carolyn was. And a 17, and peace doves killed. And I think that's a reference to Juan's, well, Juan spoke about the White Dove Society to Tom Bushnell, one day not long ago, and he didn't say anything about it, and Tom has been off working on that. But I think the White Dove Society is the 4 witnesses, and they're going to be sacrificed because doves were a sacrifice in the Bible. So doves, White Dove Society makes sense to me. And they're the 4 that will meet the beast, be gone. And Iwana also equals Johann, Johann. And so besides Carolyn Bessette, it equals Johann, or however you're supposed to say it. I remember a while back when I did the, near Christmas, I think, I did the Crossing the Delaware video. And it's about the battle in Trenton, the first battle that we won in the Revolutionary War. And remember, I figured that Diana was playing Colonel Johann Rall, R-A-L-L, and as a Hessian. I used to say how do you say it? Oh, a friend of mine told me, Regina, hi Regina, told me how to say it. It's Hessian, like C-H, Hessian, instead of H-E-S-S-I-N, the way I was saying it. So anyway, so Diana was either reincarnated as a man at that time, or was undercover. You know how women would strap their chests and get in the military and all that. Could have done that. I don't know. And so one way or another, I think it was her, and she was the leader of the Hessians and in Trenton, New Jersey. Because as I was reading the little bits of history about it, it kept sounding like the leader, the German leader, that's who the Hessians are, almost like they lost on purpose. They weren't paying attention to the warnings, the alerts that kept coming in day after day that the Americans were coming and all that. So, Washington was coming. That's when he crossed the Delaware. So I think it was Diana. And she was like undercover helping us. You know what I mean? Like helping win that first battle because everybody's so discouraged. Okay. The banking system is safe. And in Hebrew, it's 1138. It's Johnny. Reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. White girl. Woman of God. And Nasera law. So the banking system is safe. He said that. And it's Nasera law. So that's awesome. In simple, it's 186. The world is a stage. Let's see. Okay. Your deposits will be there. Okay, so your deposits equals 1138 in Jewish, and that equals Johnny. I think I already said that. And will be there is simple. It's 119, and it's Mary Magdalene, female Christ, master plan, gold standard, so it begins. And when you need them, like your deposits will be there when you need them. In Jewish, it's 1800, and it's WW. And it makes sense because 1800, right? A W is 18. No, that's R. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Same person, but different number value. Call my name and save me from the dark. That's when you need them. Okay, so they will be there when you need them. All these people, gods and goddesses, everybody will be there when you need them. Call out to God. So when all that stuff hits the fan, because I think we're going to be scared. I think the military and the off-planet, everybody will make it so real that it will be scary. You know, it's not going to just be seeing the movies. I think we'll feel it, we'll hear it, you know, things like that. Okay. And in simple, it's 185 and it equals US dollar collapse. So I hope you guys have a little bit of money stashed under your bed or under your mattress. And because the banks will be shut for a bit, you know, but everything will get tons better. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to understand what I wrote. Oh, yeah. Oh, at 32, I get it. Yeah, at 32 seconds, he said that your deposits will be there when you need them. Well, 32 is Eve, and you flip it, reverse it, and it's 23, and that's W. So they will be here when you need them. So likely, as you know, I've always say that there's been 2 Eves and 2 Adams, and we've been talking to them right along, in my opinion. Let's see. Breathe Easier is Jewish 391. It's Mastermind. Queen Decode. Kensington, and that was one of the palaces for the royal family. Great Beast. Shudder. Horn Blast. Survive. So, talking about Revelation 11 with the beast, and there'll be a horn blast for all the alerts. And in simple, it's 116, global reset, back from the dead, royalty, Brother Joe, golden dragon, and female messiah, you are safe, the black sun. All these things that I keep talking about are popping up. Let's see, they've done that, is Jewish, it's 1526. You are the second coming of Christ. C, divine right to rule, like just as a royal reference. Took control, is in Hebrew, it's 553, and it's National Guard. Yeah, National Guard, I love you guys. Took control is 153 in simple, and that's perfect storm, flip the switch, like switch out the Biden, switch off the power, switch off the internet, whatever. 2 peas in a pod. Please forgive me and save humanity. Because after the beast event, we've forgiven them. I forgive them now, but afterwards, everybody will forgive them. And I think everybody's healed, and the world just flips and changes. So let's see, rest assured in Hebrew is 745, and it's Jennifer with 1 N, granted, but it's Jennifer. Joker. Menstruation, which is funny because it's just another feminine reference for what he said. Joe's, like I belong to Joe, so that's why another reason. Diana, first female president, and one becomes many, or many becomes one in this case. Bring the family. A lot of Bidens, a lot of people playing Biden. Let's see. Dodd-Frank law under God's law, like I said. Dodd-Frank law is simple, 113. It's White Hat's secret plan operation, and that was simple. In Hebrew, it's 1120. A hidden twin. It's a law. Another matches, and I mean now. Under the law, and I mean now. I kept skipping around. Let's see. Let's see. 10 million equals commander-in-chief, plant-based, and that's from Jennifer Mack's book. You guys, I mentioned it last video, but Jennifer Mack's book you can get, or just 2 books, and it's thejennifermack.com. I think you should get those books, all of you guys. I really do. They're just paperback books, and I think we will be kind of plant-based. I'm not plant-based yet, but I'm getting there. Let's see. So 10 million, he said that twice, and plant-based comes up. The UK for Diana, that was in Hebrew or Jewish. Simple, it's 123, April Fools, and Black Hole Sun. So CU is Hebrew, Jewish, 750, all is not as it seems, my queen, psyops, I am orders Nasera Jasera. I am Eve, the lost princess. It's royal. Stress test, and it will be a stress test, won't it? Oh my gosh, this is going to be a big fat stress test. And let's see, see you in simple is I am a twin. In California, because I'm still working on that, see you in California. In California is, let's see, simple, 111. Biden, true ID, my turn. Dead Kennedys, royal blue, royal, white dove, and dollar crash. So in California. Ripple effect is in Jewish, 359, hoax, the end is here. Shit show, it has been done, like it's over. All the stuff with the banks is over. Let's see, God is a woman. Ouch, my feet. And that's a Diana com because she has larger feet like I do. And so to me, it's a Diana com, like a shoe com, as I'm always calling it. Okay. And then we have these really funny matches that came up. Estradiol. Now that's a hormone replacement for estrogen. So yeah, so estradiol matches ripple effect. Isn't that funny? That's simple 121 with God as a woman. Ouch, my feet. Oh, and Nottingham matches like Robin Hood and, you know, taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Sounds biblical, doesn't it? So let's see how much more we can get into. Oh, I found my notes I was looking for last video. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's really annoying. It was stuck in the wrong place. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay. So, okay. There was only one article on the day that the Biden or Diana came out and gave that press conference on the 13th. There was only one article online, and that was about the 5 banks. Actually, at that point, it was 5 banks. And, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't the 13th, it was the 16th. So the 16th. And that's when we knew about Europe closed its trading. So I think there were 3 banks over there and still only the 2 here. So that was 3 days after, yeah, it was 3 days after the press conference, really. So it was on the 16th. And so this little paper or whatever, online paper, was the Oregon, I don't know, Catalyst. And so anyway, this article was full of interesting stuff. And I had to use it because it was the only one that had all the information. And it turns out that it was all comms as usual, like everything online is now, because all the good guys are writing everything online. So the in the past 100 hours, Signature Bank has failed, and also Silicon Valley Bank represents the 2nd and 3rd largest bank failures in history. Also recently, Silvergate, a lot of silvers there, Silvergate, no, only one silver, sorry, and Voyager, and 3 Arrows Capital have fallen in the past few weeks. So there's a whole bunch of reasons why those names are important. 3 arrows because of Ophiuchus, the 13th zodiac symbol. He's a man killing the serpent, and he's got arrows. He's killing the serpent. Silvergate because we'll be, silver is going up. And I'm not sure. I guess we'll be based on gold, but we'll be based on silver too, I would think. Also, in the past 100 hours, President Joe Biden laid out his new budget roadmap, which includes 13 new taxes. Then the article shows a graph, and here's where Biden's massive tax and spend policies is taking America. It should be are taking America, but anyway. Let's see. Trajectory was on there, and stabilize. Oh, I thought that was interesting because trajectory is, like thinking about missiles with a trajectory. So Oregon, I'll just say Oregon, I don't know. Catalyst in Hebrew, it's 9:47. This is the name of the online newspaper. Commence Operation Blackout. And in simple, it equals 175. Do you think this is a coincidence? It equals Diana Frances Spencer. And it equals Jacqueline Kennedy. A storm is coming. Laughing to the bank matches. So it matches their names. Laughing to the bank. F the system. Great Depression. Might look like it. It's almost time. See, I stapled over my notes as usual. Gosh, what a mess. Yeah. Okay. So I did that. Signature Bank. Yeah. Signature Bank is, well, I did signature because I thought, well, it's almost like Diana signed it, in the page before because her name was coded in there. And then signature is in simple, it's 114, and that's JFK Jr. spelled out, the beginning, like it's the beginning of everything. Signature Bank in Hebrew, 585 is trump card, and in simple gematria, it's 142. Silver and gold, I did it my way. Remember the Frank Sinatra song that President Trump had playing when he supposedly left from Washington to go to Florida and stop being president? Okay. New beginnings, beware false, FLAGS, flappy things. Because all this isn't a false flappy thing. I mean, a fake flappy thing, whatever. You know what I mean. Silvergate Bank is Jewish, it's 1070. Proof the matrix crashed. The higher the rates, the harder the fall matches. Anxiety attack matches. Money penny matches, and that's the secretary from James Bond. Money penny. And in simple, it's 146, central casting, financial crisis, quicksilver, we already won, special favors, like the favor of God, is a millionaire, and JFK Jr. deception. Isn't that fun? Now Voyager Bank is Jewish, 1296. It's JFK Jr. Isn't this fun? I just love it. Jack Ruby matches, and he's the one that shot Lee Harvey Oswald, supposedly, in the Dallas jail after JFK exited. And I'm thinking, I haven't worked on it, but I'm thinking that there's a definite chance that our Junior, played Jack Ruby, because Wanda Savins said, I don't remember what interview he said it on, but he said, isn't it funny? Because somebody asked him about the Ruby Cute sign on Junior's Woman for Trump sign at the rally when we first noticed Vincent Fusca. And he was the real, he was himself. John was there. And anyway, I'm getting myself all screwed up. But anyway, it said Ruby Cute. And so Juan was saying, well, what that meant on the sign was, Jack Ruby, isn't it cute how when you shot Oswald, there was no blood. Now, Juan said that. So it's like, okay, so that was fake too. Everything was fake. I mean, they didn't arrest Oswald by mistake. Oswald was an undercover person with the good guys. So Jack Ruby might have been Junior. Yeah. Let's see. Voyager Bank equals Army National Guard and revaluations. And let's see. Three Arrows Capital. Let's see. Three Arrows. Did I do? Oh, yeah. First I started with Three Arrows. And it equals Saving Israel for Last, which I thought was really interesting. So is Saving Israel for Last really just a reference to the banks going down? Like, I don't know. Okay, another match to Three Arrows. That was Jewish 1399 is subliminal. I can't say it. Subliminal uncertainty. Like there's just little undercurrent of people going, is everything really okay? What's going on? And another match to Three Arrows is Social Security collapses. Now, if you're on Social Security, don't worry about it, because when everything goes to heck in a handbasket, there will be people there to take care of us. If you're not able to get prepared or something like that, the good guys know who you are. They know that you couldn't get prepared, and they will look after you. They know everything. They know everything about everybody all the time. They know what we're thinking, everything. Three Arrows Capital is 212 and simple, and it's new financial system. Let's see. There are no coincidences, and John Kennedy Jr. spelled out, and cryptocurrencies. Let's see. So the article about the 5 banks failing said in the past 100 hours, and they said it twice, which is odd in a something that's written to use the same phrase twice. In Hebrew 864, it equals it's ridiculous, like it's not true, and story time. And then in simple, it's 189. It had to be this way, and it equals none of this is real. This is nonsense. And what else? Let's see, opportunity. And to me, that's like the crypto maybe, or silver, but I'm not a financial advisor, right? You know that. And, or I wanted to bring up again before I continued, don't forget, we talked about this a really long time ago, but I was talking about that I figured out what the company was that Kim Clement, who was probably Diana or Junior, was talking about that was BBB. And the only company that has a stock listing of BBB through 3 B's, like boy, B like boy, is, oh gosh, what is it? I don't have it written down here. It's Brixton Metals, and it's a Canadian company. And it's also got mines in the United States, probably other places too. And, but they're a Canadian company, and they're on, I think it's, must be over the counter. It's 3 symbols. And that's the company he was talking about. And he said, oh, and I can't tell you anything more. And he just said BBB. So, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but yeah, they're a mining company, and they mine gold and silver and all kinds of other things. And they mentioned budget roadmap, that Biden had laid out a budget roadmap. And budget roadmap in Jewish Gematria is 544. I am free from all debts. Misinformation, tipping point, mother of all bombs. It's all propaganda. Keep it together, and Lord's inheritance. like keep it together, like don't panic. And in simple, it's 127, which is change is coming, retirement matches. And I am so excited, which I say a lot. I say that a lot, don't I? That's funny. So anyway, I think we're going to end it here. And I want to tell you guys, I love you very much. And I hope you see that the cards and letters. My address is down below in the description of the video. And I just think you guys are awesome to support Mr. Handy and I in the way that you have, and for his trip to Texas. And also I'm going to buy a little bit more spooky too, generators, just small things, so he can use it downstairs and just instead of just in the bedroom overnight. So thanks you guys for praying and helping us in so many different ways. And I really do love you. So take care of each other. Bye.